games there.
They do. 7 nights we've had of gymnastics, Fred. It's been spectacular in many instances, but there's still 2 more nights of gymnastics to come when the mixed team competition begins tomorrow. The teams are comprised of 2 women and 2 men from each country. Among them, they'll hit all 10 disciplines, and we'll have that coverage over the weekend. But coming up next, dramatic
at the site of the gymnastic event.
Thank you, Dick. We look forward to your coverage of the women's free program in skating later on this evening, but for now, we're back at the Lennon Sport and Concert Complex for more gymnastics. Hi, I'm Bart Connor. Tonight, we're going to be seeing a totally new event, not only for the Goodwill Games, but for gymnastics in general. It's called the Mixed Team Competition. Now, the way this works, each team is comprised of 2 men and 2 women. Now, between the 2 women, they will perform on all 4 women's events. Between the 2 men, they will perform on all 6 events. The total of their 10 scores will be their mixed team result. Joining me is Kathy Johnson. It's a little complicated, Kathy, but tell me what you think of this format. It is brand new.
It's new for everyone, including us. We've seen mixed pair competition over the last 15 years, which combines a man and a woman competing in a single elimination type tournament. So this is entirely different. All scores will count, and that's what's going to put some pressure on these gymnasts. The key will definitely be consistency here. But I also think we're going to see them have a little bit of fun cheering each other on.
Now, I guess the best part about this type of format is we do get a chance once again to see some of the stars of the Goodwill Games gymnastics, like our all-around champion, Alexei Nemov, and American Shannon Miller.
And there's also an added incentive. There's going to be prize money for the winner on each event. So I'm sure that's in the back of their mind.
Now, this competition will take place over 2 days. Tonight, we'll be seeing competition for the women in the vault and the uneven bars, and the men will compete in the floor exercise, the pommel horse, and the rings. Now we're ready to start our competition in this mixed team format. First up for the Romanian team on the women's vault, this is Ana Maria Bican. She has gone without medals here. She won a team with the silver, but individually she's been 4th, 5th, and 6th in many of the events.
This vault is worth a 10.0, a very difficult Yurchenko vault with a double twist.
Nice landing, too.
Very nice landing. And in this competition, the gymnasts are performing 2 vaults, and the average of the 2 vaults will be their total score. Notice the round-off entry, back handspring to the horse, a double twist, a little low, and not perfect form. Legs slightly bent.
The score, a 9.775 for Ana Maria Bican on her first vault. They will be averaging the 2 vaults in this competition.
She's performing the same vault again, much better. She had more height, more distance, and a cleaner position in the air. Meaning legs were straight, toes were pointed, much stronger in this vault.
Just 14 years old, so she's really on target in terms of preparations for the '96 Olympics in Atlanta. On the floor now for Russia, this is Yevgeny Shabayev. The score for Ana Maria Bican's second vault was a very high 9.8. She stuck that landing nicely.
Look at the double layout. Very high, very strong. And a pass we're going to see many times in competition, 3 front layouts that awards him bonus points from the judges.
The men's floor routine lasts between 50 and 70 seconds, combining front tumbling elements, back tumbling elements. They have to cover the entire floor area. Typically, the Russians just give us the most amazing routine. Complex, very high tumbling, the most difficulty, really, of all of the competitors in the competition.
Difficult full twisting double back. You can see he's really working in this routine after several days of competition.
This really is the 5th day in a row for the men to compete.
And there's no way in the world they're not tired, so you can really see the work. Dismount is a full twisting double back. They really had to pull hard to make it.
We're going to go over to the uneven bars. This is Ianella Loayesh. Yevgeny Shabayev, a 9.4 on the floor exercise.
Notice she hit the low bar on that first skill coming down, but she's managed to get her momentum going.
We saw her do that in the warm-up session. She hit her heels and just completely flew off the bars.
What's strange is I watched her all the last few days in workout. She's been hitting this routine absolutely perfectly until today and started having a little bit of timing problem on that skill. We're beginning to see this dismount more and more, a double layout.
We'll be back with the score for Ianella Loayesh in a moment. Back to the mixed team competition here at the Goodwill Games. We're getting ready to see the vault of Oksana Chusovitina. A quick update on the scores. Ianella Loayesh, a 9.5 on the uneven bars. Here is Chusovitina, one of the most powerful vaulters in the world, maybe of all time.
Quite often she's been in the top 3 in this event. Great power, a little hop on the landing. It's a vault that's worth 9.9 in the code of points. She has very nice push, nice open position, but a little hop on the landing.
The score for Chusovitina on her first vault, a 9.75, terrific score. In this competition, the gymnast averaged the 2 vaults.
She's performing the same vault again. Handspring front pike with a half twist. And I really think she can improve on this vault. I've seen her do this vault better in terms of height and distance. She can get up on top of the horse. That was better. Wow. She got quite a bit more distance on the vault. And of course the landing is obvious.
She was a last-minute substitute at the 91 World Championships in Indianapolis for her teammate Grudneva, who got hurt, and she came in and won the gold on the floor and took a silver in that event, the vault. On the bars now, Zhang Li, after a disastrous performance on the vault, she is back up and looks ready to go.
And this is a very good event for her. Look at all of the work, the pirouettes, release moves. The only thing she's weak at is right there, the small little transition moves.
She's just 15 years old, and she's recovered beautifully from that terrible crash on the vault.
This is great difficulty. I've never seen anyone pirouette out of that inverted giant. They are always so innovative. They're usually the first gymnast to perform something on the uneven bars.
Up on the rings now, Alexei Voropayev. The score for Chusovitina, her second vault was a 9.825, which means her average is 9.787. This is just a terrific event for Voropayev. He's already won 5 medals at these Goodwill Games, 2 of them gold. He had the silver on this event.
He is such an aggressive competitor. He really goes after every single element. If anything, he would overdo a skill rather than underdo.
Has already won gold medals at World Championships and at the Olympics with the former Soviet team. The score on the bars for Zhang Li, a 9.475.
Very high dismount. Great. I think it's something he's really been known for here at the Goodwill Games.
He really has been nailing things. You're right. It's something about his mental focus, that he's really looking for those landings and making sure that he does not move. On the pommel horse now, Wang Dong. It's a great event for him. He says it's his favorite event. Watch how extended his body line is. That's just absolutely great. All the way from the shoulders, all the way down through the feet. The whole idea is to keep one complete straight line. No breaking in the line at the hips. The score over on the rings for rope, I have a 9.775.
Oh, gosh, that's too bad. It was a great routine. He covered pretty well on the dismount, but his hand definitely slipped. Slipped off right there.
Now in the bars, Yelena Grosheva from Russia. Somewhat overshadowed by the great Russian gymnast here, but boy, is she spectacular.
She did an excellent job in the team competition. Look at the height on her release moves. They are just way up in the air. She completely finishes the somersault above the level of the bar. Beautiful double front. Oh, it's tough to land, and she had to take a couple of running steps out of it.
She had a good landing. A 9.825 was her score earlier in the week on this event, and she stuck this dismount.
This is really hard, but look how high it is. That's really spectacular. It's too bad she couldn't stick it.
The score for China's Wang Dong on the pommel horse, 9.2. Yelena Grosheva, a 9.625. We'll be back with more gymnastics here at the Goodwill Games.
Gymnastics.